They're not picking up. Still feels a little weird that we're checking up on them.
Well, they've been gone a day. It's not like Flynn and Baird to disappear. Plus, they missed the tethering ceremony rehearsal.
Well, Baird did say that they were going to take the Metro into Hollywood to see an old movie, so...
James Desmond Wheeler, a retrospective. I bet this is it.
Oh, they took the Metro?
Yeah, it's like the magic door, only it's slower and it smells like pee.
Box office isn't open for another 10 minutes.
Thank you. What are you here to see?
Oh, I'm going to see them all. Read about the reopening of this theater and who bought it. And quite interesting.
Hi, folks. Hi. Thanks for coming. Unfortunately, due to a problem with the projector in Theater 1, today's showings of The Found, The Lost, and The Looking are canceled. But Chaps and Chaps in Theater 2 and Brain Robbers from Planet Xeno and Alpha 6 in Theater 3 are still working fine. Let's hope.
Excuse me.
Yes.
I'm sorry, hi.
Hi.
We're with the American Film Library.
Yeah.
Institute. We're looking for a couple of colleagues. They came here last night.
Can you describe them?
Tall, blonde, goofy, know-it-all.
Come with me. I'm so glad you're here. I didn't know who to call. I didn't want to turn anything off.
Something go wrong in one of the theaters.
3 years of extensive, expensive renovation, open only for one day. I was a studio executive for 20 years before that. Oh, I thought I'd seen it all. My name is Jade Wells, by the way.
What exactly happened?
It's pretty self-explanatory.
Is anybody even out there? Can anybody even hear me?
Somebody! Flynn, do something!
What do you expect me to do? Eve, jump through the screen?
I tried that and it hurt my knees both times. Flynn! Baird!
They can't hear you or see you. They've been fighting like that all night.
Oh, this is not good.
Wait, how did they get in there? And how do we get them out?
More importantly, what the hell is Flynn doing?
I've heard of situations where people live out a story, but being stuck inside, that's completely new. Protocol demands we take a disciplined approach.
I have a theory about the power source. Los Angeles sits in a basin defined by the sloping Santa Monica Mountains to the west and the San Gabriels to the north and east. Historically, Los Angeles has collected everything from dinosaur bones to smog in its bowl-like shape, and ley energy is no exception. It's pooled in these massive subterranean ley lakes, one of which is located directly at the coordinates of 34.1015 degrees north by 118.3365 degrees west.
The Hollywood Wax Museum.
That's all we need. Supercharged wax figures to Tom Cruise and Charlton Heston.
And on the opposite corner, you guessed it, Hollywood Movie Palace.
Designed in the 1920s, it was a faux Moroccan style, originally opened as the Alcazar. 3 years ago, it was purchased by a Jade Wells. She reopened it as the Hollywood Movie Palace, and it's now a revival house dedicated to the works of forgotten masters.
Forgotten? Tried, never heard of. Who's ever heard of James Desmond Wheeler?
I have. Yes, the films of James Desmond Wheeler I'm very familiar with. After helming a string of really poor box office performances, he was relegated to directing B-westerns, sci-fi monster movies. Made his last film in 1969, which turned out to be the surf biker cult classic Hang Ten to Zuma. He was married, had a daughter, and he and his wife adopted. He died on March 12, 1979, in Saugus, California, right off Interstate 5, near Magic Mountain.
Oh, Magic Mountain?
No.
Ley lakes account for the location, but for Flynn and Baird to get sucked into celluloid, I mean, that would be the job of one of these new artifacts, right?
I reckon Jade's already told us what it is. The projectors.
It could be anything. It doesn't have to be. It could be the chandelier. It could be the seats. Hell, it could be the stage curtain. It is literally the division between substance and fantasy.
It was the screen. The focal point of all of those viewers over all of those decades. I mean, it would imbue it with an incredible amount of psychic energy.
Whatever the artifact is, we are now certain where it is.
Right, so we go into the theater, rub on anything magic-y and get sucked into...
No, my foolish friend, our job is to get them out, not lose anyone else to its grasp.
But how?
Well, according to library lore, in a case of literal narrative transference like this, there is only one way. We must help bring the movie story to its intended conclusion. It must end exactly as it was intended.